This is the Lenovo ThinkBook 17G3. Elegant on the outside, powerful on the inside. It's slim, but I get the feeling that the plastic it's made from doesn't feel very strong, so it seems a bit fragile. This model is powered by an Intel i7 CPU and also includes an additional NVIDIA graphics card for more power. However, don't expect it to be a full-on gaming laptop, even though it can run many 3D games smoothly. To disassemble this laptop, you'll need to unscrew these 11 screws. It's a straightforward job. The reason I'm disassembling this one is because it's my personal laptop, and I want to give it even more power to meet all my needs. I plan to add more memory, upgrade to a larger NVMe SSD, and install a second 2.5-inch SSD, as there's space for it inside. Once the screws are removed, use a thin, strong piece of plastic like this one to carefully separate the bottom cover from the rest of the laptop. Follow along as I do it. Start at one of the corners. Based on my experience, it's easiest to begin at the front corners. Once you have the plastic tool slightly inside, carefully go around the edges to release all the clips. Just follow the same steps as I do. It's not an easy or fast job. It takes time and patience. Be careful not to break anything. Avoid pushing the plastic tool too deep. Stay close to the edge as you work your way around. The inside of this laptop is similar to all the G models, whether it's the 14-inch, 15-inch, or 17-inch version. They all have a similar design for disassembly and internal layout. What's even better is that everything is easily accessible and service-friendly. This laptop has 4 GB of RAM soldered to the motherboard, and an additional slot where at the moment there's another 4 GB of RAM installed. I'm going to remove that 4 GB stick and replace it with this 16 GB module, giving the laptop a total of 20 GB of RAM. For safety, I'm going to unplug the laptop battery first before installing the new memory module. If you need to replace the laptop battery, here are the screws you need to remove in order to take the battery out of the laptop. While working on this, I noticed one downside to this laptop. If you don't order the additional 2.5-inch disc from Lenovo at their astronomical price, Lenovo will punish you by not including the SATA cable, preventing you from adding it yourself. Fortunately, we have eBay, and in fact, you could even make the cable at home, which I'll definitely try later. It's amazing how long I spent searching around the laptop, thinking the cable might be hidden somewhere. It's so simple, but I couldn't believe Lenovo would do something like this. There's no SATA cable for the additional 2.5-inch drive included with the laptop, yet the space for the additional drive and the holders are there. Lenovo, this is really disappointing. A few more things like this, and I'll start saying the same thing I've said about Dell laptops and some other brands, that you are bad and customers should avoid buying your laptops. Replacing the built-in NVMe SSD is easy. Just remove the screw holding the NVMe SSD board in place and install the new one. This laptop came with a 256 GB NVMe SSD, but I've got a 512 GB NVMe SSD that I'm going to install instead. Place the replacement NVMe SSD into the slot and secure it with the same screw you removed earlier. I've never understood why they put paper stickers over the main chip on every NVMe SSD, then place cooling pads on top of those stickers. Lenovo must be using some special stickers that aren't good temperature insulators. For better cooling, I always remove the stickers and place the cooling pads directly on the chip. Take a piece of the cooling pad from the old SSD and place it on the back cover, aligning it with the other half of the cooling pad. Now, we can close the laptop. Gently press all around the edges to ensure all the clips snap into place. Once secure, screw back all 11 screws. Be careful. 4 front screws are much shorter than the others, so don't mix them up, or you could cause significant damage to your laptop. In the end, it's a nice laptop, despite a few frustrating decisions made by Lenovo, which earns them a minus from me. The laptop is working, so everything was done properly. Now it's time to install the software, but that's for another time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.